No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion, Olin.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure four leg lock.
Episode 71 of the Figure Four Podcast, coming at you live from Cousin Tyrone's basement.
We retired AJ Styles. He's out of here, baby.
That's crazy.
King Gunther's guest room is popping. We had a party yesterday and the day before. We're just retiring jabronis all over. Get them out. Get them out of here.
The unthinkable happened Saturday night, or Saturday day, I guess we should say.
Yeah, midday.
He did it. He did it. We both did not think it was going to happen. We both were like, nah, there's no way. There's going to be a DQ. Something's going to happen.
And it's over. It's over.
Is that how you would like to see AJ Styles go out?
I've always really liked AJ Styles, but I don't think I necessarily had a thought as not compared to a John Cena, right? I mean, the John Cena thing, him tapping, him actually giving up, never give up, but he gave up, is one thing. With AJ, it's kind of like how I didn't really have a way where I wanted him to go out. I think it's fine that he just put him to sleep. Like, I think AJ, and I don't think I know this, AJ is just, he loves wrestling. He wants it to succeed going forward. So why not put Gunther over as just this, again, as this monster who just ends careers and is an ultimate heel. So, yeah, I think I was fine with it. I enjoyed the match. I thought the match was good.
Oh, man, I thought all of Rumble was pretty damn good. And we can get there.
Yeah.
Do you want to start off with Rumble, or where would you like to start?
Yeah, I think so.
Episode?
I think so. I don't think I really need to do too much on SmackDown. SmackDown was good. Like, it was fun to have everyone there. Yeah, matches from people who you don't necessarily see wrestle each other. But yeah, I would say let's start with Rumble.
Yeah, SmackDown was just a lead up to Rumble, right?
Yeah.
We're setting the stage. All right. So we kick off Rumble from Saudi, from Riyadh, and they built the stadium less than 30 days. What was your thoughts on the aesthetic of the stadium? What was your thoughts on the crowd, the matches? What was your overall thoughts on Rumble? And what grade would you give it, Wonder?
I think it's crazy that they built a whole ass stadium in 30 days, in less than 30 days. Or I guess 30 days. At the beginning, it seemed like there weren't people in seats. Like, a lot of people weren't in seats. And I thought to myself, well, maybe, they built this thing in 30 days. Maybe traffic is ass, maybe. But then also I was thinking it's starting at 10 p.m. there. Like, people should be able to get there early enough for this to happen. I've seen some videos on socials where it's like, no, these weren't empty. And like a guy's panning to the crowd and you see a bunch of people, but it just looked not filled. I thought it was dope with the little LED light things that they had going. That was cool, I guess.
I didn't like it. I've told you plenty of times when they go to LA and what's it, Intuit? Was it Intuit Stadium or what? Intuit Dome?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's trash. I hate it. I don't like the lights. If you want to put lights, put them on people's wristbands and let them be a part of the show. I hate the lighting seatings.
Okay. All right. I don't hate it. It's just whatever to me. It's fine. They were a little big though. The lights were a little big. Like they were like,
it was size of heads. That's why nobody knew that there was people there.
Yeah, that's true. I think overall grade for Rumble, I give it a strong B+. There's things I absolutely didn't love, and we'll get to that. There's things I really enjoyed. Rumble is always fun regardless. Like, even if who you don't think should win wins or whatever, that it's just fun. You get people that break out, which I'm sure we'll get to a lot of breakout stars within the Rumble. But all in all, solid B+. There were just some things that I didn't enjoy and some things I thought they really fumbled. But what did you give it, Dre?
I would echo a B-. I thought it was definitely not an A because there was no like holy shit moments to me. I mean, there was. I think Oba was an overall holy shit moment, but I feel like there was moments that were it wasn't like a glass break. It wasn't like there was nothing to get me off of my seat, to give it an A grade. And
you didn't like pre-mode. This is such a bad song.
I gotta tell you, right? Her getting the loudest pop of the women's match really annoyed me. It really annoyed me. And then doing the yes chants, that's not hers. All right, that's her husband.
She married into it. So
okay, all right, whatever. Yeah. So we're supposed to just acknowledge. We're supposed to acknowledge Roman Reigns' wife when she comes into. We're supposed to throw up the ones as well.
If she becomes a wrestler, yeah, probably.
Oh hell no,
because Roman doesn't like the way things have been going. Okay, so maybe he will bring her in, and she will run the women's division. We'll get to that in a little bit. But anyways, back to the Rumble.
I love the aesthetic. I thought Riyadh knocked it out the park with the aesthetic. I love the firework. I don't know if that was from several months ago. I mean, we had a 20-minute fireworks show at the end, but I love the drones. The then, now, and forever together was dope. I love the aesthetic of the actual Titantron, the actual stage. I told you last year's Mania really pissed me off because it wasn't. There was no cool entrances. This one, it just felt dope. It felt like
big.
Big. It felt huge. It felt pause. It was just really, really good. The Riyadh crowd, not my favorite crowd. I don't know. Yeah. It was just, there was like one pocket of people that was hyped. Now, if everybody was hyped like that, I would have been like, oh hell yeah. But it just didn't feel. It felt like it was a mid crowd.
Yeah, they're a little subdued.
Yeah, and don't get me on Philly's crowd last night. Oh my gosh, Philly.
Terrible. We'll get to Philly.
Terrible.
Maybe I just wasn't paying attention enough, but I didn't really notice the crowd outside of the Brie Bella pop, which was just like, I was like, holy smokes. I didn't see that coming. Not her coming back, but that big of a holy shit. Brie was really good in her time. But
that's what somebody says when they're not good now.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if she's good now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got her. The Rumble is always a good place to bring people back, but also a good place where they bring legends in to do a little spot, right? Legends that haven't wrestled in years. So, I mean, we'll see once the Bellas try to go after those tag team titles, and I'm sure we'll talk about that later. But, the Women's Rumble, if we want to get into that, there was a lot of good shit that happened there, but Kiana James, holy smokes. Like, she's there with Julia on Raw or on SmackDowns rather. And you're just kind of like, okay, she's got the look, but I don't know, whatever. She can talk. Okay. That's cool. Holy shit. She showed out. Like, the Women's Rumble outside of who won, was, to me, it was like Kiana James, Lash Legend. They're good for the next couple of years, right? On the women's stars that they're bringing up.
I would agree. And the thing about Kiana James performing so well and being that breakout person is now it puts a target on Julia's back. Why? Mm-hmm. Because she's the front person in this whole duo, and she has the belt. But nobody remembers anything that Julia did. Dude.
Agreed.
Kiana James picked up Nia Jax and Samoan dropped her.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about?
It's wild.
What are we doing here? Let me Bron breaker it. What are we doing?
I mean, I had no expectations, and this isn't like a downplay of her. I just had no expectations of her showing out like that in the Rumble. Like, it wasn't on my radar or something I thought would come up, right? Like, I expected Lash Legend to look strong and do well, but didn't expect Kiana to just fucking be legitimately, like, to me, obviously she was thrown out before we got down to like the final 8 or even 10, really. But she was the shining star of that Women's Rumble.
Bro, as strong as Bianca Belair and as athletic as Tiffany Stratton, Kiana James has arrived, and I can't wait for the turn on Julia. I can't wait.
Let's get that title in her hands. Let's make that happen. That for a Mania match, I'm with it.
Is it surprising that we really we didn't see Io Sky being that person with any big highlights. Cool moments, right? Like cool moments. Her and Rhea had some cool moments, but nothing like major from somebody that I feel is a top 5 power ranking.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she was solid, but yeah, nothing that really like you remember or that stood out. And I don't know if the Rumble is really the place for someone like her to truly shine, because a lot of what she like, a lot of aerial stuff with her. I mean, her event is War Games, right?
Yeah.
War Games comes up, we know we're going to be talking about Io in one way or the other. So I wasn't really like let down by it. She had a good performance, you know, but nothing where you're just going to remember it in 10 years.
I got to tell you what, Chelsea Green will take her spot. Chelsea Green will make something out of nothing, and she did it with her in Alba Fire.
Yeah,
the way that she rode her like a surfboard.
That was great.
Yeah, super cool.
That was great. Her having Rhea salute, that was great. Chelsea just is so good, and it doesn't matter what type of storyline or I mean, she's always kind of the same character in a sense, but she's just always so good, man, and just fucking kills it every time.
What was your thoughts on the big powerhouse / legend? Somebody that is coming up from NXT, somebody that's underneath Nia Jax right now, somebody that is very stiff and just a dominating force. How'd you think she performed?
Really good. She looked strong. I'm trying to remember her eliminations. I should have wrote them down, but she did very well. She also, to me, like, she's going to take what Nia does, but take it to the next level. I think she's going to be a bigger star than Nia, and I really like Nia. You know, very strong, good on the mic, good heel. But I think Lash Legend can just be that next top tier, just powerhouse for the female division.
Yeah, I don't have it off the top of my head, and I wish I would have had it down as well. But I believe she had equal to or the most eliminations.
5. Yeah, she had 5, which was the most in the women's. Let me see who she...
And that ties, that's crazy, because that ties Oba and that ties Romans.
Yeah.
That's
which it felt like Oba had more. Like, it's one of those things where, like, you watch a basketball game and it's like, I swear that dude had 40 points. And he only ends up having like 20. And you're like, hey, what the hell? But that was...
It seemed like it was the first 5.
Yeah. Okay. Bella twins, both of them. Charlotte and Io.
Holy smokes. Let's just make her the strongest person in the women's division, right?
But there's got to be someone else because she had 5. Come on.
Was it Chelsea? No.
I don't know. You know, the thing with when you get IT, our IT's off. It's lunch. We're doing this during lunch. And I'm trying to figure out who. God. Let's see. Okay, Io. I swear she had 5. Shout out to this guy for making this whole Google Doc on this. I don't know. We're going to say she had 5. We're not going to fact check because IT's out right now, but she looked great. She looked like $1 million.
She did. Salute to my girl, my girl, Sol Ruka.
Holy shit. In the final 4 or final 3?
Yeah. So trying to go for that soul stature.
Yeah. She's great.
How long
so many bright spots in the women's division, like everywhere.
Absolutely. How long until Sol Ruka gets that Vans deal? When are we gonna have the Vans collaboration? She looks like a walking Zoomies.
Yeah, she really does. Like she's that girl that's really pretty but hangs out with the skaters and, you know, smokes weed but is like freakishly athletic too. Like she plays volleyball.
Yeah, listens to
311 Sublime. Yeah. A lot of ska.
She's great. To be honest with you, I thought we would see maybe more TNA entries from the women's division. And even the men's, we didn't see. I mean, I thought we would see Mike Santana. I thought we would see Joe Hendry. I thought we'd see Indy Hartwell. We didn't see much of the TNA people show up.
I 100% thought we would see Joe Hendry. I thought there was no way we weren't seeing Joe Hendry. On the women's side, I think the only one that didn't show that I was anticipating was Blake Monroe.
You
That
said
was the
Jada
only
Parker as well.
Oh, Miss Parker. You're right. I did say Miss Parker.
We
But
missed
maybe
Lola Vice.
and with Lola Vice was great. She was great. She's just like a little. She's like this is gonna sound like I feel like I'm talking down about women. She's like a firecracker. She comes in there and just with the kicks and the punches, and you like she's legitimate too. You know what I mean? So it just looks so good.
Oh
She's
yeah,
and it looks like stiff as hell. So, but yes, I did say Jada Parker. But maybe you were correct, and you were in saying she just came back, so maybe it's not time.
yeah. I was also correct with the winner.
You were. You know what? I'm sitting there with a little Dusty, as people are calling him now, on socials. And he goes, "Dad, who'd you say was going to win?" And I tell him Roxanne Perez. And who did Dre say was going to win? I said Liv Morgan. So we're watching, right? And I said, "Who do you think's going to win?" And he's like, probably Liv. I'm like, "What the hell? Why are you going against me?" But he loves Liv. My son has a type already, but he just doesn't know it. He likes Liv. He likes Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. And my wife's like, "Why do you like them?" But anyways, we're watching. And then when he goes, "There's no way." He goes, "Roxanne is so small." I said, "So what? She lasted like an hour last year, hour and some change." Then when she gets eliminated, he just does a little victory lap around the living room. I'm like, man. But Liv, yeah. I mean, it's to me, it had to be someone from the Judgment Day. I just thought Liv was the obvious choice, so that's why I went Roxanne. And also with how well she did last year. But I'm excited for how this story unfolds, especially with what happened on Raw. Like,
Strike two.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Look, Liv Morgan had a point, though, right? You're already the number one contender. You need to get the job done against Stephanie Vaquer. Winning this Rumble puts me in position to go to WrestleMania to win the other belt, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta stand behind Liv Morgan. It was on Raquel to get the job done last night, and she didn't. She fumbled the big bag.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I don't want to jump to Raw already, but we can. We can jump back and forth. That was a fun street fight. Funner than I thought it would be, minus her just laying on the table and the table not breaking like it should have.
Oh, she slid on that thing like it was a water board or something. I don't know.
But yeah, I there was a moment where I legitimately thought that Raquel was going to win in that match when Liv came, and then when Roxanne came, and then when we had the reversal. I was like, "Oh, here we go." But alas, she did not win. And I really want that for her because I think she's great. And I think it'd be fun to see Stephanie chase the title rather than just be able to defend it against three women, essentially, but whatever.
To be honest with you, you know how hype we were for Steph, right?
Mm-hmm.
We still love Vaquer, but we were more hype when she didn't have that belt. Has Stephanie Vaquer been the women's champion that we want and that we need right now?
I don't know. I've always said the same thing about her. I just want more emotion out of her. She's just very chill when she's on the mic. She's great, incredible in ring, but on the mic, it's just kind of like, okay, all right. And I don't give a shit if I sound like someone who's going to talk about the Bad Bunny halftime. I don't give a shit if it's in Spanish, but just like some type of like emotion. It's always very chill. Right. Yeah. Which is great for podcasting at times. But as far as like in the ring, when something crazy's happening, I want like you to turn up. And I just don't get that from her yet.
Do you think that both her, Stephanie Vaquer, and Roxanne and Raquel Rodriguez, do you think their bags were lost in Riyadh? What's up with the jeans?
It's a street fight. It's a street fight. You got to wear street shit.
All right. I mean, I've never seen Steph in jeans, but okay. It was weird. It was like she had like her regular stuff on, and then she's like, I've lost my bottom. So I'm just
it was weird. Yeah. But yeah, I hate that. That's one thing I hate about street fights is like they just always wear like regular clothes. It's never, their ring attire. But
So
yeah.
I was talking to wifey last night when we were watching Raw, and obviously Raquel comes out with the Big Sexy shirt, maybe new merch, WWE.com probably. But is this a new era? Is this the official reveal of who Big Sexy is?
I think she's been not necessarily even hinting at it, but like being that the last couple months. And I remember there was an exchange on, was it Twitter or somewhere, where Kevin Nash was talking about that, talking like, embrace this, be big, be strong, be big because that's what essentially how he got through his career. Dude had like 5 moves, but he's fucking awesome.
Yeah, the only reason why I say that is because it feels like we haven't seen no merch of Big Sexy, and now we get the t-shirt, so it almost feels like, yo, this is who Big Sexy is, and we've seen the jeans. But now you say in the street fight, it makes it sound like maybe we don't see this attire next week.
I mean, who knows? Maybe that's how she rolls. If maybe she gets some, some leather pants with the tassels like Kevin Nash used to. I don't know. But I think she's worked really well since that interaction, and she was always great before that, but like she's really coming into her own from a character perspective, I think.
I agree. Great match. I felt like that match with Stephanie Vaquer ran a little long.
I did too.
It felt like it was 45 minutes an hour. It felt like.
Here's Netflix and the commercials. I'm gonna give everyone a little tip, a little secret, a little trick, if you will, Daddy, a little secret for how you watch the Netflix Raw. Probably the past like 3 to 4 weeks, we've started it late for one reason or another. Either we weren't home, something was going on, or we just ended up starting it late. You start that joint about an hour late, stay off of socials, and then just fast forward through the damn commercials. Because those commercials make it like, I was texting you last night, and you're like, damn, you caught up quick. I'm like, there's fucking 30 commercial breaks in this thing. That's I'm over exaggerating there, but there's a lot. So for all those who, if you can stay off of social, I know for some people it's impossible, but if you can, just for a little bit, then hop in there, start it, fast forward through those commercials. It's great. It's a great feeling. You're just like, damn, this is nonstop action. Which is what you would have wished Raw would have been on Netflix, but they got to get the advertisers, they got to get the money. I get it.
Do you think Gunther right now coming out, AJ Styles, he comes out, the AJ Styles theme song, he gets jumped by Dragon Lee. Do you think people really know what it means to have a best friend like Dragon Lee?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's far and few between that people like AJ's not coming back to save him. You know what I mean? And he wants to fight for his honor against the biggest, toughest heel in all of wrestling right now, who's ended 3 Hall of Famers careers, has had championship title reigns, longest intercontinental, yada, yada, all that. And out he comes, just ready to fight for his buddy's honor.
Where were you at Riyadh, huh?
Yeah.
Where were you at then?
Yeah, you're tripping, Dragon Lee. I would have stayed my ass in the back.
Oh, man. The way that Gunther had him off the apron.
And it just dangling.
That's a poster.
Dangling. Oh.
If this is 94, that is a poster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, I agree.
Homeboy was hanging off of that damn arm.
Yeah.
But phenomenal walk down in Philly. What way he knows how to hit everybody's damn buttons. What a heel. I don't know if we've seen a heel like this guy. You talk about MJF being the biggest heel in pro wrestling right now. I think that Gunther might hold that title.
I think it's very close. And I'm not a big AEW guy. Never would want to offend my political connects or Manny Lemon's political connects, so I'll keep that to myself. But
you just told the world. You can't say keep it to myself and then proceed.
Well, I have a lot more thoughts that I'll keep to myself, I'll say. But MJF is so good. Like, okay, here's the difference. Gunther is getting there from a mic perspective. MJF has been there for a long time. And Gunther's my favorite wrestler, as everyone knows. I'm in his guest room right now. But Gunther, what he does in ring and the stories that they're putting him through and how he reacts to the conclusions of those stories makes him hated more than MJF. But MJF can make people hate him for no reason, no match reason. He can just come out and shit on everybody, and he's incredible at it.
This morning I was on yahoosports.com and Uncrowned did an article of their 2026 power rankings currently following the Rumble, and your boy MJF is number 6. Guess where Gunther's at?
1.
Your boy's number 3.
Oh,
so he's 3 spots ahead of MJF.
Wow. Okay.
In the power rankings. Number 1 is Drew McIntyre right now. Yeah.
Not bad.
Not
Who's
bad
2?
At all. 2 is Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay.
So this is following the Rumble. Let me just give you the power rankings. How about that?
Again, let's do that.
Yahoo Sports and Uncrowned, your 2026 power rankings for the month of January going into February. LA Knight at number 10. Previous rankings, he didn't have one. Bron Breakker, his previous ranking was 4. He came in at 9.
So from last year to this year,
yes,
LA
sir.
Knight wasn't. Oh, top 10. Only top 10 that they do? Okay.
Only top 10.
Got it. Okay, that makes more sense. Go ahead.
Fatu at 8. Previous no ranking. AJ Styles, number 7. MJF 6, as I mentioned. Oba Femi, number 5. Previous ranking 6. CM Punk at 4. Previous ranking 5. Gunther at 3. He didn't change at all. He was 3 previously. Roman Reigns at 2. No previous ranking. And Drew McIntyre, no previous ranking at number 1.
Oh. Sorry, I think you froze or I froze.
Oh, yeah.
Cody Rhodes wasn't on that, or did you say Cody Rhodes?
Cody Rhodes was not on the power ranking list.
What?
Well, again, per Yahoo Sports and Uncrowned.
Okay, that's kind of wild. I feel like it's maybe Roman Reigns writes for Uncrowned. I think you're freezing again. This will be a good. But before I get into this, is there anything you want to touch on in the Gunther AJ? I think we're good there, right? Solid match, good. Sammy Drew left a little to be desired for me. I thought we'd get more of a fight, like a real fight from Sammy. But I text you this while watching it. I don't know if there's a wrestler on Earth or in the history of wrestling that makes you believe that he is getting the living shit beat out of him like Sami Zayn. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's his look, but oftentimes I'm like, this guy's dead. He is dying in the ring. You know, maybe Mankind made us feel that way, but I think Mick was really like somewhat dying in the ring, like breaking kayfabe. But like Sammy, it's just like, holy shit. Like he takes some of these hits and it's just like, he is so good at looking like he's just getting the piss beat out of him.
And he is.
But I didn't love the match. I'm not going to lie. I wanted it to be. I didn't. It wasn't a squash match by any means, but I just thought we'd have more of a. It felt more like Sammy had a chance in that match, but there wasn't any point where I was like, oh, here we go. Here, I didn't.
You see the man that he faced?
I know, and Drew's great.
He hit him with 2 claymores back to back.
Is Sammy always just going to be that guy? Like in the Daniel Bryan vein of like, until people have to push and push and push. When I say people, I mean fans. That he's just always going to be like the B, C guy. You know what I mean? Like B or C player, as they used to call Daniel Bryan a B player. Triple H and Stephanie, when they had that whole storyline going. And it wasn't until like the fans were like, no, Daniel Bryan has to have it. Has to get that championship. Did he get it? So I feel like that's Sammy's destiny, just to like, you're excited, you sing his shit, and then he looks like he's just like he's getting knocked out by Mike Tyson. Prime Mike Tyson.
We knew that though, Wonder. We talked about this last week.
But is it always going to be that way?
It has to be until we get that WrestleMania moment when he gets crowned in Saudi. That's exactly what's going to happen.
So we're waiting until next year.
Yes, sir. We have to wait a whole year. Why? Because the big dog's back and the big dog's got to eat. And once Roman is, it might be Sammy Roman at WrestleMania 2027.
Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like, huh? I guess
that's what it's looking like. They have history. Yeah, I mean that's what it's gonna be.
I can't. Okay, so we're done with that match, and that makes sense. Sammy, Saudi, Roman, bloodline. We'll get that whole thing back. I want to go to when Roman was on Pat McAfee, and it was probably. I mean, I don't think in any way like there was a non-kayfabe factor to this, but it kind of felt that way to where, or shoot as the wrestling industry says, a shoot factor, where he was like specifically saying, I've been gone for the most part for 2 years. You had 2 years to make something out of this and you didn't. When I saw that earlier that day, I was like, what the hell? Like, this feels way too real. Like, thinking like, man, he's shitting on Hunter. He's shitting on Cody, right? Because Cody's been the guy. He's been the champion. So that's why when you said that Cody wasn't in the top 10 of that power ranking, I'm like, oh, is that Roman's company? Because when you really think about it, like when you step back, because initially I was like, he's talking about Triple H. He's talking about Nick Khan and how they haven't. And there was some things with his speech that was wrong, or his talk where he's like, you haven't pushed new stars. There's a lot of new stars. So I don't know what the fuck that was. But saying that, like, you haven't done anything in 2 years, you had a chance. And initially thought it was about Hunter and Nick. But then I started thinking, like, well, Cody's been the guy. So is he taking shots at Cody? Like, what did you think?
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I think that you always have to throw those shots because this is a beef that's going to be forever. This is Ja Rule 5th. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe not to the extent because they did tag, but this is one of those things where this is going to be a fallback plan on so many different layers. If the WWE needs it, let's go Roman Cody.
Yeah, I agree. I wonder. Okay, let's get into the men's Rumble. I had no inkling that it was going to be Cody. Was like, nah, that's not it. He's not going to win a third, right? So I was okay with him not winning. From the jump, I hated what happened with Bron Breakker. Only because if you're a casual or you have new eyes to WWE, like I used to always say with podcasting, you always want to put your best foot forward. You don't know who's watching. It could be their first time. And if they see an episode and you're not, like look like you don't give a shit, you're not giving it your all, then they're never going to tune in again. Think about if there was people watching, they're like, oh, okay, number one, awesome. Oh, number two, oh, okay. Oh, he's out already? Like, and I get we're pushing this storyline with the mask guy, which who the fuck was that? I don't think it was Seth. We do the curb stomp to make you think it was Seth, whatever. But I hated the way Breakker was out. Like, I feel like you could have built him up even more, and he could have went through the Rumble. Then you could have still had a mask guy come out.
Yeah.
But for him to just be done in the first 30 seconds, it was like, what?
That doesn't do Oba any favors either. Like you beat a injured Bron Breakker.
Yeah.
Somebody that just got knocked out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Doesn't do him no favors. The world wanted to see Bron Breakker get some guys over the top.
Yeah.
I'm sure
some folks. Yeah.
I'm sure like me, a lot of people around the world, the WWE universe had Bron Breakker winning. And to see him get out at one is crazy.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't believe it. Like in the moment I was like, oh wow. But then I started thinking from like a perspective of someone who just started watching, like, oh, okay, this guy's nobody. He got thrown out in 30 seconds. Like you could even make him look stronger. That guy comes out and then he's still in the Rumble. I don't know, but I hated the way that happened. There was a lot. There were a few other missteps within the Rumble. The Brock Lesnar elimination being one of them.
It seemed like we should have had Brock a lot longer, right? Like we didn't get him in. We didn't get him in Fatu, him and Oba.
Yeah.
But I also was done with an illness and missed a couple
That's
of victories. Right. I missed the whole OG Americano versus the
original.
I missed that whole thing.
Yeah, I don't love the beard, by the way. It looks weird in the mask. I'm just going to say it. And it's the truth. It doesn't look good in the mask. The Brock Lesnar thing, though, why is Brock getting eliminated when Jay's coming down? Everyone's yeeting. We're just yeeting away. I'm sure half the people in the stadium didn't even see Brock get thrown over. Like you either do it before the yeets or you do it after when Jay's in the ring. Like, and probably you have to do it before, because if Jay comes in there and starts doing this shit, Brock's not having it. You know, from a kayfabe perspective, or probably even real perspective. So it's like, go ahead.
You see the ref? I call him Cake Boss, the guy with the slick back hair.
Oh yeah,
he looks like Buddy the Cake Boss. He see him tell Jay, "Yo, you need to get inside the ring."
Yeah, I did, because it was taking forever.
Hurry the hell up!
But they totally blew that Brock. Like, if you're trying to make a storyline out of something going forward with Brock, and truthfully, I don't remember who eliminated him. I was trying to look that up too while you were talking.
Cody. I think it was Cody. I believe.
Was it?
I could be wrong, but I believe it was Cody that got him out.
Let's see if AI can answer this. So then, like, if you're trying to make something out of that, then why don't you do it when people have their eyes fixated on the ring and not yeeting with Jay coming down?
Because the WWE fumbled the moment, Wonder. They fumbled the moment.
Let's see, in the Rumble. Let's see. Thinking. Yeah, okay, Cody Rhodes and LA Knight, it says.
Yeah.
Which would have been dope. You got these two baby faces throwing Brock over. And then also, I know we talked about how Brock could still be kind of running with the Vision. For Paul Heyman, his boy to get eliminated from some fuckery and Braun Breaker. And then for him to just go to the backstage and be like, "Oh yeah, I'll walk out with Brock Lesnar now."
Hey, that's true Paul Heyman fashion.
He's looking like a homie hopper is what he's looking like. Okay,
he's always been that way.
It looks wild. and then right there with Reed and Paul, you know?
Yeah.
And Austin Theory.
This is where jumping to Monday Night Raw, this is where Breaker has a lot on his mind right now. Like, what is going on? What are we doing? When he asked Paul Heyman that, it was like, I don't know. It almost felt like he was really confused, because he's like, on one hand, Pierce is right. The last mask guy was the guy that's around my shoulder right now. What's going on? What are we doing? Who the hell are you talking to on the phone? Why the things that you're telling me? Why isn't it happening?
Yeah, I loved the way Paul Heyman was like, he has to approve. Pierce has to approve everyone traveling to Saudi, so he knows who it is. Which would, if they throw that out there, which would make you think, okay, then it was someone that was there, potentially someone that was in the Rumble later. And I don't know who that is. Maybe it's someone that's in the Vision. Maybe it's LA Knight, but though it didn't really look like LA Knight in the hoodie. And then when they zoomed in, you couldn't tell. Like, someone captured it and zoomed. Like, I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
There's some chin hair.
Chin hair, yeah.
And there's a goatee down there. I don't know. I don't know who it is. Does it make us happy if it's Seth? I don't think like Seth is gonna hide his face when he comes back.
Yeah, I don't. That's why it's not Seth. It's not. They try to put it on Seth with the curb stomp. Maybe it's. I don't see like Austin Theory doing that for whatever reason. Like, it feels like he legitimately wanted to join the Vision. Chin hair. Maybe it's Logan Paul.
I think he was too short. Logan Paul's pretty tall.
He is tall.
I think it was a Caucasian male.
Well, Logan Paul fits that. Does have chin hair. But I don't know. I'm sure that's hopefully they don't just do a reveal like they did with Austin Theory, where it was like, "Who is it?" Womp womp womp, and it was like,
No,
and the
pop at
crowd
all.
was like, so yeah. I don't know. More I'm thinking about it, like Logan Paul feels like it could be a potential. He's been too nice, even though like he's in the vision, but you're our guy. Remember that? He's talking to Breaker. You're our guy.
Too forthcoming to be like, we're gonna have your back. You need to win.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think you're onto something. I think it might be Logan.
That'd be, and then set up a little thing with him and Breaker for Mania.
Oh,
and then what? But then what happens to the Vision? It's just kind of over.
I think Reed has to follow Breaker. Reed has to, like that.
Or maybe he's pissed. He's been in his shadow the whole time. His shadow.
Not yet. Don't pull that trigger yet.
Yeah.
That's a big PLE. Breaker Reed. That's fun.
Yeah, agreed. Anyways, I before we get to Raw, and I know we're probably only have a little bit longer here. Where's the there's time. Why Roman?
Because the big dog's back, baby. Man, when Roman Reigns was holding that Universal title, it felt like the biggest title ever. It's the heavyweight title now. Like that, I don't know what it was. I don't know what the shift was, but that title ended up being, think about it. Like, didn't Priest have that title just, a year and a half ago?
Priest had the title that CM Punk has.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That heavyweight title.
Yeah. Yes.
Nobody cared.
What happened was Netflix.
Oh,
Netflix
is that what it is? Gotcha.
I think Raw to Netflix is what happened. Because SmackDown used to be the show when SmackDown was getting all the money and was on Fox, right? That's where the money. Now that shifted to Raw, where we have the, it's the Legacy WCW Championship, right?
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I think that Roman Reigns, before he left, he was the top dog. Roman Reigns, when he was gone, was still probably a top dog seller. You see what happens when he comes out. As soon as those drums hit, people acknowledge their tribal chief. And then he comes out and promos his ass off against CM Punk when it looked bad. It looked bad for Roman for a minute.
Yeah, it did.
Punk was cooking. And then for him to come back and say what he said, it just solidifies that he is that guy. When we first started this podcast, we had a discussion between Stone Cold and Roman Reigns. And I think that dude has a bigger aura to him right now.
We're not going to get into this.
I know it. I know what you're talking. I know. I get it. I lived it. I was there. But this dude's something different, man. Roman Reigns is something different.
Roman is great. And probably on the, depending on what your criteria is, could be on the Mount Rushmore of wrestlers.
Has to be. Don't be that guy.
Depending on your criteria. What's your criteria? Depending on your criteria. Don't argue with me. I'm saying depending on your criteria, right?
Wonder, when you're 60 and you're going to look back, you're going to be
I'm
like...
closer to 60 than I am, 19.
That's what I'm saying. When you're 60, 6-0, you're going to look back and you'll be like, holy smokes. Like, Roman Reigns went on a run. And you're going to be like, I remember Stone Cold. I love Stone Cold. I love the Stone Cold. But let me tell you what. You were looking at it from the lens of a child.
Yeah. That's also when the best music came out.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it was. No, I agree with you. But
yeah.
But Roman, he's just something different, man. And if the big dog wants to eat, you got what's Triple H going to say? Nah, I'm sorry. We got bigger stars than you, homeboy. No, you got to bow down to that man right now. He's the guy. If he wants the title, put the title back on him.
But here's my thought when it comes to him winning the Royal Rumble. This is just my thought on him winning. Roman could get in a main event at Mania without winning the Rumble. You have so many younger stars. You have other wrestlers who haven't won the Rumble, who haven't had their main event shot. and they say main event, right? When Jey Uso won last year, it was the first match of the weekend. So, or was it night 2? I don't even remember at this point when he wrestled Gunther. So not necessarily main event, but you get that title shot. And to me, it just feels like they could have used the Rumble win for other guys, right? Other stars. And Roman still get that title shot. Still go up against Punk.
Do you think we get the Y season 4 of Unreal? Do we get the
season 3?
Well,
I guess season 3 would be from. Yeah, it is behind. Yeah, maybe season 4.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a couple more seasons until we get the Y. I hope we get to see what this whole vision thing is going on right now. I hope we get to see the behind the scenes arguments, because I'm sure Paul Heyman had a lot to say about this thing.
Yeah, I agree. I would love to have the reaction to Austin Theory taking off his hoodie and his mask.
They ain't gonna show that
in the season.
Triple H will be like, "Oh, well, they didn't like that."
Oh, that'd be great. But I don't know that after Rumble, I thought to myself, okay, Roman wins. Like, but Roman is in a tier similar to Stone Cold Steve Austin, where he doesn't he doesn't have to win the Rumble. You don't have to win the Rumble for Roman to be in the main event. You're
talking about a man. Stone Cold won 3 of them.
Yeah, that was in Vince McMahon's era. He was Vince McMahon. Even though outside of kayfabe he didn't, inside of kayfabe he stuck to the rules. Okay.
Well, look at this
storyline rules.
We're in the Paul Levesque era, and equivalent to Vince McMahon with Roman Reigns. That's his guy, and he's gonna protect his guy.
Yeah, I want you to listen to that podcast I sent you. By the way,
I'm gonna check it out.
CM Punk. We'll shift to Raw now. When Roman said, "You went and did your little podcast. You went and did your podcast with your little buddy. When did that podcast with your little buddy?" It I remembered it, but I forgot about it. So I looked at the Colt Cabana podcast, where Punk sounds like a mixture of someone who is taken advantage of and just disgruntled as fuck. And was one of the reasons I thought he'd never, ever, ever, ever be back in WWE. Like the way he talked about Hunter, Vince, everybody in the company, minus Lesnar. He was cool with Cena. He might have ended Ryback's career as much as Ryback ended Ryback's career, because you listen to that shit, how he talks about Ryback is wild. But anyway, when Roman said that last night, I was like, oof, I like that. That was real, because that was a shifting time where podcasts were becoming some pretty popular. So people heard it. It was kind of going through the Facebooks and all of that shit. But even still, Roman didn't have to win the goddamn Rumble.
I'm not
to challenge Punk.
Yeah. Which I think we kind of felt that at the end of War Games. It felt like it might happen. But
yeah,
I'm happy with it. That is our main event for 2026 WrestleMania. I'm
happy with that as a main event. I'm not happy with Roman winning the Rumble. Could have been some other folks. Okay.
All right. Well, where else you want to go?
Anything stick out to you on Raw? Love the Javon Evans El Grande Americano match. That was fun.
Solid.
OG Americano. Javon Evans is just so good. And it's not like people listening to this don't know that. I listened to an interview with him. I think it was Rosenberg who did it. Yeah, Rosenberg's on Cheap Heat. And he just seems like the fucking most humble, cool ass kid, because he's very young. But just could potentially be like a generational talent. And apparently Shawn Michaels was the one who was like, we need to sign him right now. And other people, he didn't name them, were like, he needs to put on some weight. And Shawn was like, no, he can do that. We need to sign him now. So HBK still creating the future of WWE stars.
Hey, HBK is somebody that we need to really give his flowers to, because everybody that we mentioned in the Royal Rumble is a product of his show.
Yeah. Almost all of them, huh? Minus maybe Cody.
Pretty much. I mean, Javon Evans is something special. I love him. Him doing his bouncy move and yelling out "your boy" and the crowd going bouncy.
Yeah.
For him to get over and everybody be on time with that. Yep. People ain't even on time with Stephanie Vicarious. They're still counting. Like, we're not counting. We don't do that. We do that because Booker T. People are still trying to find that. But Javon Evans, the boys bouncy. Everybody's yelling that. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I love I love El Grande Americano coming out and low key kind of having his back a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna be a future thing or if this is just because the fake Americano was in the ring with him.
Yeah. I hope that's what it is. I hope it's a Grande versus Grande mask. You know, you got to take off your mask, which will inevitably lead to, hopefully, well, I don't know who I'd want to lose that, because I kind of just want Chad back.
I do as well, but I love the style of fighting that Kaiser is with that mask on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather have Kaiser, if it's a mask versus mask match, I'd rather have Kaiser win. Chad loses, have to take off the mask, just get back to being Chad Gable. Kaiser might be, I mean, to me, is more entertaining as El Grande Americano.
100%. Just like I said, the style of fighting when he's Ludwig Kaiser, he is more stiff. You know, he's more precise. Him as this El Grande Americano is free. You know, he's like Bruce Lee said, be like water. He transforms into what he needs to be. He's the game of wrestling right now. The person that he's fighting is how he's gonna wrestle. Yeah, and it's really, really dope to see.
Trying to think of some other things that come out of Raw. I don't know if there was anything that, like, Penta Reed was cool. I don't think Penta can really have a bad match, and I kind of feel that same way about Reed. Yeah, but I don't know what else stuck out. Anything else stick out to you?
No, nothing really. I just loved. I mean, Breaker just starting off Raw in general, just starting off on Rampage mode.
Yeah,
dude's a star, man. Breaker's a star. Javon Evans a star. Penta's a star. The WWE is on fire right now, and this is Road to WrestleMania.
Can't wait. What do we get next? We get Elimination Chamber.
Yep, right? Chamber next month or this month.
End of this month.
Yep. So obviously Breaker's going to be in that. Do we want to speculate who else is going to be in there? Obviously Roman's not in there.
LA Knight will be in there.
Oba will be in there.
Oba, LA Knight, Cody. We need another heel. Logan Paul.
I was going to say Reed.
Well, I believe Reed. Oh, no, we're not going to have the whole Vision in there. No.
You think Paul?
I think Paul. I think Logan Paul gets more eyes on it. Okay, so what does that give us? How many is that? So
got to be Sammy, right?
Yeah. So hold on, let's figure this out. Oba, Breaker, Cody, LA Knight, Paul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's only 6 people in there. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's a good problem to have, but I don't know who gets left out.
That person goes on to challenge McIntyre, right?
Yeah.
Who makes sense for what is it? Fatu? We haven't even mentioned Fatu.
That was my pick to win the men's rumble. Because God forbid they put someone over.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's do Roman again. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, they'll probably have their, little elimination matches leading up to it, or the matches to get into the. So we got a couple of fun weeks ahead of us.
We didn't even mention Gunther. Like, come on,
Gunther being in the final 2 on the bad leg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many good wrestlers, so many good characters, good talent in WWE right now, where it's like someone has to suffer and not get time. So what? Wait, now I got to look this up.
What?
Was Carmelo Hayes in the Rumble?
No, he wasn't. He had that one match with holy smokes, who did
Ray
he
Phoenix.
fight? Yeah, Ray Phoenix, which was a banger.
A great match on SmackDown, but he wasn't in the Rumble.
Nope.
Holy
And we need to do something with this, man. We're Carmelo Hayes is our U.S. champion. He's putting on great matches, but nobody's talking about him. Something's got to happen.
Well, they need to get as cool as the Open Challenge is, and as cool as the Open Challenge was. Let's get an actual storyline with Carmelo and that title. Someone coming after him. And that's not the Miz. Respect to the Miz, but that's just like, and not Ilya Dragunov, because I don't need two babies going at each other for that title. Let's get a heel in there. Why? What? I mean, he's on SmackDown. Why not turn after we get done with this bullshit with the MFTs and like, let's really get Tama to go after that title. What do we like? Let's make them a tough faction again, even though they look stupid with the face paint. Not all of them, but 3 out of the 4 that wear it.
JC Mateo just gets all the shots. All right. You want to jump over to Wrestler of the Week?
Yeah. Why don't you go first?
Oh, you want me to go first? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
My Wrestler of the Week is somebody that won the Royal Rumble.
Oh my God.
Roman Reigns, your Wrestler of the Week. At least for me, I feel like this man comes back, gets a huge pop, debuts a new t-shirt, got cooked by Punk, actually rebuttals and kills it, and wins the Royal Rumble. He's going to WrestleMania to face CM Punk. Let's go, Roman. Acknowledge.
All right. Yeah, that's great. I need to write that down. Okay, Roman Reigns for Dre. Ooh, really, really a reach on that one. So I had 2 people, and to me, the Rumble's always about showing out, arriving, making a name for yourself, even if you don't win it. So my runner-up was Javon Evans. And yeah, Oba could have been right there too. Oba was incredible. But I had Javon Evans. Javon Evans is my runner-up. And honestly, my Wrestler of the Week is Kiana James. Because, like I said, prior to Saturday, she was just Julia's mouthpiece. That's it. But now let's, as they say in a lot of different industries, let's strap a rocket to her back and shoot her ass to the moon.
I love it. I am not mad at Kiana James being your Wrestler of the Week. Kiana James is here. She has arrived, and whoa, what a great way to start your real push. Now put that title on her. Get Julia out of here. I've been saying that.
I'm writing Roman Reigns as your Wrestler of the Week.
I know. I just feel like it's a bigger accomplishment he won.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it is, in like in kayfabe terms, but anyways, man, so many new followers. This is great. We appreciate everyone for, messing with the content. Hopefully it continues to be that way when I don't have to put my son's face on things. Hopefully you just like talking about wrestling, but he has loved the love from folks that people have shown. So we appreciate it.
Hey, salute to him for just being him and being.
Yeah, that's the thing, is he's just him.
It's like, man, the people want to see more of this thing.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, we can't be putting them all over the internet. All right, we just boom, there it is, and that's probably the last time you see him for a while.
He's 7. We can't exploit children on our show.
Yeah.
Love it when they pop in. We love the children.
Yeah, but whoa, you can't even say it. Yeah, with that, you can't do that. You got to relax.
3 million files. 3 million files. Who has time to cipher through all of them?
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Can I get on something about that? Not non-wrestling related.
Absolutely. The
Okay,
floor
so
is yours.
we all know what happens with these with Epstein files. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of stuff in there. A lot of disgusting things. It's like the lowest lows of humanity. But to anybody, and I'm not a Charlemagne guy by any means, but he said this so eloquently and perfect on the Breakfast Club. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. Over the weekend, there was a release of all these files, and 3 million, like Dre said. And Jay-Z's name was on something, on a report, as well as Pusha T's. Okay. Now, headlines everywhere. All these shitty bullshit. You're going to have to probably bleep this. Fucking awful, half-ass, just want to get click pages and journalists and all this bullshit. That's the headline. Jay-Z, Pusha T in the Epstein files, which is not a lie. But no one reads the stories, and some of these people don't even put information in that story. All it says is what was reported. Now, if you can dig and use critical thinking in any avenue of life, especially nowadays with how social media is, I commend you for that. This thing said Jay-Z was hanging out with Harvey Weinstein in 1996, and you can read through the disgusting details of what this thing said. This was from an anonymous tip in 2019. Some woman called in to the FBI hotline and said this. Now, 1996, Jay's just done selling crack, and he just barely put out Reasonable Doubt. I'm a big Jay-Z stan. Over here, there's a lot of my favorite albums. There are 3 Jay-Z albums on this collage. We have to use our brains, people. Okay? And this is in everything, not just Jay-Z, because he's not going to be hurt by this. It's whatever. And people that know. Pusha T, it said in 1994, he was administering drugs to underage girls. He was 17. If by what Pusha T lived out in his songs, pushing a lot of coke. Okay? I don't think he's out on this island administering drugs to underage girls. I'm just going to fucking say it. So please, if I could just ask one thing of people and things that I try to instill and teach my son is use critical thinking. And if you don't know what that is, I guess you got to Google it. I'm not going to tell you what critical thinking is. The words are right there. Critical thinking. If something says something, there's probably more to it. Read into it, understand, try to read the whole story, or maybe not even that story where you saw the headline, outside of that. If we had more critical thinkers on this fucking planet or in the United States, we wouldn't be in the state that we're in right now. Okay. I try to apply critical thinking to wrestling, right? It's a fun way to do it. Sometimes you got to apply critical thinking to real life shit. So please do that. And I will get off my my soapbox now. Thank you.
I love that. Critical think better, people.
Like Dre said.
They're not worried about Bill Clinton hanging out with little girls.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z was in there, and then you get this
Push.
You get this fucking android that is taking over Nicki Minaj's body, saying all kinds of wild shit. Okay.
Why don't they have her? Why, Kid Rock, aren't they doing their own little halftime show for
yes
that side?
Yeah.
Why ain't Nicki Minaj on it, huh?
Yeah.
They love the way she talks, but they don't want to mess with her music, though, right?
Don't put her on. Anyways, man, just I don't know. This is my platform right now, so I thought I'd say that at the end.
I love it.
Critical thinking, motherfuckers.
You so critical thinking of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hey,
I miss Bernie.
Hey, number one for me. That was my number one comedian. Him and oh my gosh, I was gonna say Phase I Love. No, not Phase I Love. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank.
Dane Cook. Cook.
Nope. It's almost there. AJ Arnez J. My bad.
Arnez J.
Yes. Number 2. Oh, he had so I fell into, my dad used to have all the Def Comedy Jams on tape.
Okay.
And he has this joke of his brother Rodney and Rodney's special needs, but he's a motherfucker. So I'm gonna send you some shit about him. He's funny as hell.
I'll listen to him. I remember his face. The original Kings of Comedy. I was 12 years old and went to the movie theater and watched that with my friend, our friend, your friend, Mr. Jazz Nation himself, Daniel. And we went in there and it was just two 12-year-old white kids and like all 12 black folks that lived in Salt Lake at the time just laughing our asses off. One of the greatest specials ever.
Oh, yeah. Peanut butter, no jam, no jam.
A lot of
All
stuff
right.
now, like when you watch it, it's, you know, not politically correct, but man, there's some funny shit in that thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Figure the number 4 podcast. Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Oh, hey, Wonder, before we exit, I did want to ask you, if you were to go, you know, the WWE, they have the warehouse where they keep all the WrestleMania billboards and they keep all the old costumes and stuff like that. If you were to enter there and they said, hey, you can have one item out of this place, what is the item that you're walking out with?
This might come as a surprise. There's so many wrestlers that I loved and so many dope things that you could potentially take home from there. But to me, like, the $1 million belt just has a fucking look to it. And I think it would be, I could put it like, I'd take something down here. Or maybe, you know what I'm saying? Surprise, put it up there. That $1 million belt is fire, bro. It's something to have. One of the best heels ever in the history of WWF, WWE. I think I'd go with that $1 million belt. I mean, the urn, creepy. It's an urn. There's just so many things, but that's what popped into my head.
I was thinking about this, right? I think I would have to go with the 100 proof vest.
Mm-mm.
Gotta be that Stone Cold vest. I gotta have it.
So you want a piece, something that Stone Cold had, even though he is below the level of Roman Reigns. Okay, got it.
I didn't say below. I just said Roman Reigns is hotter. He's the guy. More money. I guarantee you there's more Roman Reigns fans than there are Stone Cold fans.
We can have this debate again. But
and I get it. The internet era is here and there's more people that watch. I get it. I understand. But there's some way to figure out the threshold. There's some way to figure that algorithm out. You got to figure out the mathematics to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm just always going to disagree with you, but that's okay. Because in 20 years, when I'm 60,
oh my gosh, here we go.
Wrestling will be again at a high, and at that point, Dom Mysterio will have had the title for 8 years or whatever, and people be like, "Man, that Dom Mysterio, you know, Roman was good, Stone Cold was good, but that Dom Mysterio is okay."
Oh, fuck. I wonder, we're over an hour and you brought up Dom Mysterio. When do they put Dom Mysterio on that level?
No, it's going to be a couple of years, but I'm glad he came back last night. I want to see him in ring. He's one of my favorites right now at this moment.
Looked like he lost some weight too. Looking a little small.
He did. The mustache was bigger though. So I think that, like, what is that character? Snorlax? Is that Snorlax?
The Pokemon?
Nah. Oh, Snorlax is a Pokemon. Lorax.
Yeah,
Lorax.
You're talking about a Dr. Seuss character? Oh,
my bad. Anyways, let's wrap this up.
Figure the number 4 podcast. Follow us on Instagram. Share it with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend about this pro wrestling show.